It's 8:30 in the morning and it's a Thursday. Just trying to remember which video I'm editing at the moment. I believe it's the 29th, which is Monday. Yes, I think it's Monday's video. I don't know how far I am in it at the moment, but the highlight of today, which is a contradiction in terms, is voting at the local elections. The weather, the highest will be 14 degrees for about an hour or so. Rain is forecast, but it's sort of 50-50. It'll probably be in the air or it won't be. It's not guaranteed. It's not going to be a downpour, I don't think. So I was thinking of starting today with having my breakfast cereals and then carry on with the edit, and then after a couple of hours pop down and vote. So that's as far as I can think of what's on the agenda today. Hopefully I'll go for a drive just to break the spell. Right, I better start the day. I should have 3 scars somewhere. Ah, is that one? Where's the other one? I think it's on the same finger. No, it was quite bad actually. Anyway, I got these cuts opening the lid to the hair gel. Can't believe it was okay, and then a couple of days ago I started cutting my fingers on it. I'm sure there's a third one, so must be that one. Yeah. So be careful with these hair gel products. They cut. Hello again. Right, I've seen since I last spoke, I had cereals, I had muesli and milk and grapefruit juice. I've actually finished off the muesli. I've got no spare muesli either, so I'm completely out of cereals, and I've got 2 pints of milk. So I think I might get fruit and fibre. So I'm going to pop out later and get that. And I'm also going to go back to the Tesco Jet Wash. I'm ahead of myself here, sorry. I said in a previous video or 2 or 3 or 2 or yesterday or the day before. Anyway, the saga carries on from yesterday, doesn't it? Because I thought in yesterday's bank account I would have had a charge, because I used a debit card to pay for the jet wash, and it didn't appear in the bank yesterday, but it appeared in the bank today, and so I'm just trying to remember the reference on the statement, the description of the charge. I think is it NY time AY asterisk air minus, I can't remember now, some gobbledygook. Nor would you tied it to Tesco. If you read it a month ago or a week ago, you'd have scratched your head. Anyway, I assume it's that. Anyway, there's 3 entries on the statement. 2 at £2 and 1 at £4. So it cost me £8. And that's because I swiped it. Well, I didn't swipe it, I touched it. It was contactless, so I touched it 3 times and got charged for it. So what I'm going to do now, today, is go back, touch it once, and... But why am I washing the car for no reason? Well, there is a reason. There is a reason. I had some bird muck on the car, and I was quite annoyed by it, and I actually removed it manually. And what I noticed is I left a stain on the windscreen, like a smear. So I'm going to sort of just touch it all up. Just pay £2, no more. So that's the plan. So revisit and learn from my mistakes on the Jet Wash front. And I'll probably do that after I've been to the electoral office, the polling place, and so do those 3 things. Go to the polling place, get fruit and fibre, probably at Tesco's, and then go to Tesco's Jet Wash. And there might be a 4th place as well, we'll see. Well, what am I doing now? I'm going to edit, obviously, for a couple of hours. And then I'll take a break, and that break will be to go to electoral to the polling place, etc. So let's go. Sometimes I have trouble getting into, once the screen locks, I have trouble trying to get the password box up. Now it's thinking about it because it's Windows. Right, actually I double clicked Resolve ages ago. I'm going to have to wait a minute for it to load. I'm going to time myself. Right, 0740. Let's see how long it takes. One minute 20 seconds. 1 minute 20 seconds for an application to load. Patience is a virtue. Process it if you can. I've kicked off the export of Monday's video, the 29th, and it happens to be 12:25. I set myself a time around that mark, whichever came first. I thought to myself, once it goes past 12, I'd have done 2 hours, and then I would pack up and go. And it's just 25 minutes past that, so it's a good time now to let this run. And I'm going to pop out and vote in the local elections for what it's worth. Make a difference, I suppose. Right, I'm going to stick my shoes on and off I go. I've just voted. I had to choose 3 local councillors or something. I also had some post. Of course, on the way to the car, I checked my post box, and there's another election on the 23rd of May, and this is to elect members of the European Parliament for the South East region. It's a nice little polling station. It's not a school like what I've been used to in the past. And I thought, while I'm in the car park, I thought I would find absolute 80s radio and preset it, and I've done it, and I'm now ready to go to Tesco and I have to go to the Tesco Jet Wash, because even though I manually cleaned it yesterday and I left a smear, since then there's been more drop-ins. Someone's taken a personal dislike to my jam jar. Then after that, while I'm near the Tesco petrol station, I'm also pop into Tesco and get fruit and fibre and maybe garlic sausage as well. I mean, cheese and pickle sandwich is nice, but sometimes it's nice to have a bit of an extra flavour. Right, off I go. I got the frozen fibre and I got garlic sausage. So my sandwiches will be a bit slightly more interesting. Right, I was going to pop into the car wash, but I didn't. In the end, I had second thoughts. I wasn't going to fork out £2 just to clean off the bird's muck. I think I've got lots of tissues on me. When I get back home, I'll give it a scrape. Right, off I go. It's good having absolute 80s on. Hearing all the 80s tracks. I suppose the 70s and the 80s were my conscious being in the time of music, especially the 80s. Right, I'm here, I'm home. And I'm going to scrape off the bird's muck. What else was I going to say? Oh, I'll leave it till later. Oh no. What the? Oh! I thought I was charging it. Oh, I didn't plug the thing in. Oh no. Did it export or didn't it? I can't even turn it on yet because there's no battery, so I might as well leave it a few minutes if I can assess the situation. Right, I got frozen fibre from Tesco. I was hoping it'd be under £1, but it wasn't. It was £1.45, but I've got to have something with the 2 pints of milk that's left, and I don't fancy muesli, fancy a change, and of course garlic sausage. Okay, you spotted the other item, didn't you? It's a mighty double-decker, 2 beef burgers, cheese and signature sauce in a soft bun. That's it there. And it takes 2 minutes, 10 seconds, to be exact, in an 800 watt microwave oven. So I'm going to test it out. Got a pan for beef burgers at the moment, so if this turns out to be nice, then I might add it to the shopping. Right, I'm going to check the well, I take my shoes off, put my slippers on, and in that time there should be enough battery power. It's connected to the mains anyway, so it should be okay anyway. And yeah, to be continued. Right, let's check this out. Wait a minute, let me click here and see what happens. It might refresh. Not enough power, I suppose. %. You mean to say as soon as I walked out the door, the battery failed? I did check the battery. That's why I thought I charged it. Was charging it. But I thought I had a couple of hours still left on it. 2 hours 47 to be exact. Well, it's flat, no point checking it now. I need a macro setting. Let's see. Oh, it didn't work, did it? Still thinking about it. Oops, if this was hit film, it would crash at this point. But let's see. I'll take my trainers off and maybe we'll get a result. Well, there will be a result, whether it's positive or not, we'll see. Right, about to take my slippers off, trainers off. Are they trainers or just casual shoes with Velcro lace-ups? I think what I was going to say in the car was, apart from clearing off the bird mud, which I did, I think there was less mess than before. Maybe, you know, in the air and the wind may have blown some of it off, I don't know. I'm not saying it rained when I was out, which was what I was going to say. Now I've confused myself. But anyway, let's put the rain aside. I'll get to that later. So yeah, I used a couple of tissues and a bit of spittle to get rid of it. So it's looking good as new. And the rain, that's what I was going to say. They need forecast. So I've just had a message appear on my screen. Battery power 15%. Talk about breaking the fourth wall. Right, where was that? Rain. Yes, they did forecast rain. I think about 40 to 70% precipitation. And there were a few drops on the windscreen. In fact, when I stepped out of Tesco, it suddenly looked overcast, you know, dark, cloudy, and there was a few drops in the air even then. And there may have been some on the windscreen. So another reason why I didn't want to go to the car wash. Anyway, that aside, I'm back here and I'm about to take my shoes off. Got my trainers off, slippers on, and what's this? This is not a Resolve screen, which means it's crashed. Yep, the only app open is Edge. It's crashed. And if I open up the MP4 file, yeah, it didn't finish. I have to re-export it. Hobson's choice. I've just kicked it off. Well, I kicked it off. Don't know when I kicked it off, a few minutes ago. 3% done, 1 hour 45 minutes left. And the time is 3:45, which means 3:45, 4:45, 5:30, I think. 3, 4, about 5:30 it should be done. And in the meantime, put the microwave in there. It says here 800 watts, 2 minutes 10 seconds. But this microwave oven is an old one. It only goes up to 600. So I had to go online, find a website which converts an 800 watt 2 minute 10 setting for a 600 watt microwave oven, which turns out to be 3 minutes at high power. So high, full power that is, for 3 minutes. There we go, and start. And afterwards, I add the cheese and the sauce. Brilliant. The microwave just pinged, and it does smell nice. Really, ooh. What am I supposed to do? Leave it for half an hour, half a minute? Leave to stand for 30 seconds. Okay, well the 30 seconds is up. Okay. That's still hard. That's supposed to be soft. But it's hot. Right. Shall I take a chance? He who dares wins. Yeah, feels like the real thing. Oh, this looks familiar. The old Tesco cheese slices. I can't even find it. Where's the thingy? Am I supposed to open this? Right, I found it. Oh, remember this sort of whiteness. I remember this kind of cheese in Tesco in its wrapper. Okay, I should have done this ages ago. It's supposed to melt over it. It's not going to melt now, is it? See it over. Okay, now I've got the same problem with the ketchup. Is it not open? Oh, there's a little dent there. Hey! Oh! Right, let's do this. And this cost £1.50. So I think when you think of what you get in McDonald's, a double burger, that is hard. Right, here goes. Oh, the base is hot. Tastes okay. But that's because of the sauce. So the base is hot and the top is hard. A burger shouldn't sound like that, but yeah, thumbs up. If you've got a fancy for a burger, that only takes 3 minutes, 800, 600 watt microwave oven, then I'd go for it. Definitely. The export finished, and I've been sorting out the upload, and it's currently doing that. 60% in, then it's got to process it. Before this, I think I was watching YouTube, and then my eyes got heavy, and then I thought I'd have a little nap, and I believe, anyway, the time now is 5 to 7, so I don't know, I had a good hour's nap apparently. And the thing is, I could have carried on that, but I didn't feel awake until I forced myself, and awake. It's funny that I thought I'd be really tired, but once you get up and move about and get the blood circulating. Right, so now I'm just waiting for this, so I might as well go back to watching some more YouTube. That beef burger, I felt a bit queasy afterwards, so I don't think I will. I think my short one of having hamburgers has come to a stop already. So yeah, that was a short-lived fad. Yeah, so I'm going to watch some YouTube videos while this uploads. As I'm going to be sitting at the sofa, I'm going to bring this along with me so I can keep a check. Whoops! Oh no! Oh well, I'll pick up at the sofa. Isn't that typical, eh? Didn't see that coming.